The Wraith, a unique living ship, is now available to claim through the Titan expedition along with the incredible Pillar of Titan stuff and other rewards. But the expedition lasts only 6 weeks, so I've prepared a guide to help you complete it in under 3 hours. Fast and efficient. This is Aiming for Gaming, and today we're aiming for efficient gaming. To start the expedition you have two options. You can start a new game in expedition mode, or you can summon the Space Anomaly from any existing save and run to this terminal. The second option is better, as you can bring resources and technologies with you, or even bring a copy of your starship or multi-tool, which greatly speeds up expedition process. This time you can bring a lot of stuff, so make sure to stop the playback here if you need. Everything you bring will be available at the same terminal within the expedition after you warp for the first time, so the initial mining is inevitable. You can also buy most of these resources from the space station terminals and traders if you want to speed things up. I'll be starting from scratch in this guide to simulate a new player experience. Also keep in mind several rules for this expedition. Don't forget to claim rewards for completed milestones, as some of them contain plans for the next milestones. Use the refiner if you need to process anything. And don't install unnecessary modules you get from milestones, as they can be sold for easy nanites instead. If you install a module, its cost reduces to 60, and we don't want this to happen. Once you start the expedition, mine the bare minimum of resources for the first warp. You'll need 25 sodium, 30 oxygen, 250 ferrite dust, 110 condensed carbon and 100 activated quartzite. You can mine the rest as you progress through the expedition. Get inside a tornado to complete Winds of Change. Collect 7 storm crystals scattered across the planet to complete Bottled Lightning. Install a pre-packaged hazmat gauntlet and advanced mining laser you receive. Mine 256 crystallized helium to complete Hazardous Materials. Then reach your starship to finish Escape from Titan. Your reward will be a pre-packaged personal refiner. Install it. Refine 50 pure ferrite from ferrite dust, craft a hermetic seal and metal plating, and repair your starship. Then leave the planet to complete ignition. Destroy 50 asteroids to complete Stone and Fire. Now you must visit all 5 moons in this system. Document all the flora and fauna you find. Documenting 6 plants will complete the Biosphere milestone. Select the Reliquary milestone, visit each Paradise Moon and collect 6 ancient bones there to complete it. Collect heptaploid wheat on this planet and mine 153 mordite from animals if you didn't bring lubricant to this expedition, or 3 if you did. Refine it into Phaesium. Build a nutrient processor, process 1 Phaesium into wild yeast and 1 heptaploid wheat into refined flour. Then process them into dough and cook bread from that dough to complete field logistics. Open your Discoveries tab, then rename and upload any of them to complete Legacy. If you didn't bring lubricant to this expedition, collect 400 gamma root on the Reddit Prime Mutating Relic and craft it. Continue visiting moons and documenting fauna until you discover 9 species and complete Divergent Evolution. Visiting all 5 moons will also complete Children of Giants. Refine activated quartzite into chromatic metal, craft at least 1 warp cell and recharge your hyperdrive. Visit any yellow star system to complete Never Look Back. At this point you can finally summon the Space Anomaly and retrieve all the items you transferred from your main save. By the way, if you're enjoying the video so far, lending your precious like would be my best reward. From now on you can skip buying the resources I mentioned if you already brought them. Land at a local space station, sell your storm crystals and ancient bones. Then buy 2 microprocessors, 100 paraffinium, 5 metal platings and 3 magnetic resonators or materials to craft them from the trade terminal or traders. Visit a technology merchant, sell all extra modules you have, then buy and install all hyperdrive modules you find to speed up warping. Install a nutrient ingester to complete a meal in a can milestone. Select the Rendezvous 1 milestone, visit the corresponding system, then the planet and location to complete it. Take a photo here to also complete the Chronicle 1. Install a scan module you received and scan a couple of creatures until you complete Genetic Currency. Select the Rendezvous 2 milestone, visit the corresponding system, then the planet and location to complete it. Take a photo here to also complete the Chronicle 2. Collect 4 crystal sulfides if you don't have them and install aqua jets to complete By Sky and Sea. Document 7 aquatic creatures to finish the Teeming with Life milestone. Install the pressure membrane to complete under pressure. From now on, always build a Nautilon platform, summon the Nautilon, then deconstruct the platform so you can rebuild it as needed. Go deep underwater with the Nautilon and collect 5 sea glass to complete hazard pay. Select the crush zone milestone and dive 1001 units below sea level to complete it. Select the Rendezvous 3 milestone, visit a corresponding system, then the planet and the location to complete it. Take a photo here to also complete the Chronicle 3. Select no place like home milestone, place a base computer and build 3 timber floors, 7 walls, 3 roofs and a door to complete it. Place a Colossus geobay and drive it a bit to complete Wheels of Titan. Find any water pool on this gas planet, install a fishing rig and catch 4 gas biome specific fish to complete Plasmic Oceans. Select the Rendezvous 4 milestone, visit the corresponding system, then the planet and the location to complete it. Take a photo here to also complete the Chronicle 4. Install a prepackaged sonar, search for a sunken freighter from the Nautilon on this planet, then interact with its terminal to complete Fathoms Below. Visit any yellow star system and sell the remaining modules to the technology merchant to complete Quantum Bedrock. Select the Rendezvous 5 milestone, visit the corresponding system, then the planet and the location to complete it. Take a photo here to also complete the Chronicle 5. Finally, run in circles until you walk 9999 units and complete Surveyor of Worlds, the final milestone in this expedition. Finally, summon the Space Anomaly, visit the expedition terminal, transfer anything you want to keep to your main save, then end the expedition. Everything else you own will be converted into units and nanites, and all currency including Quicksilver will be transferred to your main save. Now you can claim the expedition rewards from the Quicksilver Companion on as many saves as you wish. Cheers!